Jai Ramakrishna to all. You are all most cordially welcome to our youth forum. Today our Anil Garu little busy, so meditation class I will conduct. Now let us start our meditation. As a first step, we shall sit in a proper posture, keeping our chest, neck and head erect yet relaxed. Sthira Sukham Asanam, says the great sage Patanjali. Let us close our eyes. Omkara is the symbol of the Lord, the Supreme Reality. Let us repeat Om 10 times. This will greatly help us in withdrawing our outgoing mind. Now, Let us offer now, let us offer our salutations to the all-pervading, all-blissful Divine Spirit who dwells in the hearts of us all. The Supreme Being, the one without a second, though formless, produces by means of his manifold powers, various form, may the eternal, all-knowing, all-blissful, all-merciful, divine being we rectified G. Radio. Madhuru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarvabhutatma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Let us offer our salutations to the Guru, the Divine Teacher, who is none other than the Supreme Being Himself. He is the guide of the universe. Let us offer our salutations also to all the great teachers and saints of the world. May they inspire us with love for the truth. Tameva mata cha pita tameva tameva bandhusya sakha tameva tameva vidya dravinam tameva tameva sarvam mama deva deva. O Lord, Thou art our mother, Thou art our father, Thou art our friend, Thou art our comrade, Thou art our knowledge, our wealth, and our all in all. O Lord, take away our egoism and pride, calm our turbulent mind, quench our thirst for sense pleasures, enlarge our love, our compassion for all our fellow beings, and take us across the fearful ocean of samsara, worldliness. Om Asatoma Satyamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Ramaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, from the unreal, lead us to the real. From darkness, lead us to light. From death, lead us to immortality. While we continue to sit in the proper posture with our body erect, let us calm down our restless nerves and mind with the help of simple pranayama. Let us gently, deeply, and rhythmically breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. By doing this for a few times, you become calm. The Supreme Spirit is the source of all purity, strength, and peace. Let us enrich our pranayama with these vibrations. Let us breathe in vibrations of purity. Let them destroy all our impurities. Let us breathe in vibrations of strength. Let them destroy all our weaknesses. Let us breathe out vibrations of strength. Let us breathe in vibrations of peace. Let them calm all our restlessness. Let us breathe out vibrations of peace. Breathe in vibrations of peace. Breathe out vibrations of peace. Breathe in vibrations of strength. Breathe out vibrations of strength. Breathe in vibrations of peace. Let them calm all our restlessness. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, vibrations vibrations of peace. Breathe out. Vibrations of peace. Breathe in. Vibrations of strength. Let them destroy all our weaknesses. Let us breathe out vibrations of strength. Breathe. 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 Normally, our mind are influenced by attachment and aversion. Attachment to those whom we love, and aversion towards those whom we dislike. Rising above these opposites, let us remember to pray for the welfare of all our fellow beings. Sarvasthanatu durgani sarva bhadrani pashyatu sarva sadbhadjanatmatu sarva sarvatra nandatu. May the world be peaceful. May all be free from danger. May all realize what is good. May all be actuated by noble thoughts. We are Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Atman, ever existent, immortal, ever pure, ever element, and ever free, blissful, divine spirit. May the all-pervading, all blissful divine spirit, the soul of our souls, protect us all. May us all. Nourish us all. May the teachings that we learn become fruitful and fruitful through His grace. May peace and harmony dwell amongst us all. With this power, let us offer the fruits of our meditation and sadhana at the feet of the Lord, and with our salutations, again and again, conclude our meditation here. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Krishna Namaste. Now let us open our eyes. We chant some Veda mantra. We chant. Please repeat. గట్టిగా రిపీట్ చేయండి. Please you also repeat. Some audio problem is there. Audio problem we are rectifying it. Testing. Hello, my testing. Hello, mic testing. Hello, mic testing. No. Some audio problem is there. No, okay, I think. Om Gananam Tvam Ganapati Havamahi Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jeshtaragam Brahmanam Brahmanaspatana Shrivannote Visidam Sadhanam Om Hamsa Hamsaya Vidya विद्महे परमहंसाय धीमहि तन्नो हंसः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ नमो हिरण्यवाहवे हिरण्यवर्णाय हिरण्यरूपाय हिरण्यपतये अंबिकापतये उमापतये पशुपतये नमो नमः। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः ॐ नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शंकराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च ॐ निगमपतये नमः। निगमपदान्तिकाय नमः। ऊर्ध्वाय नमः। ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गाय नमः। हिरण्याय नमः। हिरण्यलिङ्गाय नमः। सुवर्णाय नमः। सुवर्णलिङ्गाय नमः। दिव्याय नमः। दिव्यलिङ्गाय नमः। भवाय नमः। भवलिङ्गाय नमः। सर्वाय नमः। सर्वलिङ्गाय नमः। शिवाय नमः। शिवलिङ्गाय नमः। जलाय नमः। जललिङ्गाय नमः। आत्माय नमः। आत्मलिङ्गाय नमः। परमाय नमः। परमलिङ्गाय नमः। एतत्सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्वमिन्द्रग्रस्तापयतु पाणिमन्त्रं पवित्रम् Wonderful, Ji. Now, one small bhajan we sing. Small bhajan. One Gopala Radha Lola we sing. A small bhajan on Lord Shri Krishna. Please repeat. Gopala Radha Lola Gopala Radha Lola Murali Manohara Nandalala Murali Manohara Nandalala Gopala Radha Lola Murali Manohara Nandalala Keshava Madhava Janardana Keshava Madhava Janardana Vanamala Vrindavana Mala Vanamala Vrindavana Mala Murali Manohara Nandalala Murali Manohara Nandalala Keshava Madhava Janardana Keshava Madhava Janardana Vanamala Vrindavana Mala Vanamala Vrindavana Mala Murali Manohara Nandalala Murali Manohara Nandalala Gopala Radha Lola Manohara Nandalala Murali Manohara Sir, please come, sir. Here. Sir, online more students, sir. Offline, we both are still, they will come. Sir, I will introduce you. Camera is set, sir. Slowly turn. Side view, like that. You see the table, the screen, back side. Sir, I will introduce. We are very happy today.
Say 4:45, but we can start before.
Yes, sir. It's 10 minutes before we start, sir. Yes, sir. 5:15, etc. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are very happy today. With us, we have Sir Sri D. Mahesh, sir. Sir is very senior human resource development professional. He lives in Visakhapatnam, our own place. Sir, I have 31 years experience in managerial experience in human resource development domain. Sir worked in New Delhi, Calcutta, Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam. We are very fortunate today. Sir, today stress management. Sir will take subject stress management. Thank you, sir.
Can we start?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, students. Voice is okay?
Okay.
No, I need this. Okay. Shall I go back or like this? Okay. Good evening, students. Very happy to speak to you on a very important subject in management, which on day-to-day basis is very important in our life. As some of us know, management means managing our resources carefully and in a way which would benefit us, not harm us. While using our resources such as labor, capital, and organize it in a productive way, we have to take care to maintain a balance in life. Otherwise, we face stress. Stress management is very essential, both from the viewpoint of our mental, physical, and psychological way for better health. There is a saying, fight or flight. Fight is to face the challenge. Flight means to run away in this case. Stress management is a way to fight. It is not flight. So now what is this stress? Stress in simple language is pressure. It is a physical, mental, and emotional pressure. It is a physical pressure because with the stress, we face some bodily problems we will discuss. It is a mental problem because with stress, we have some mental issues we will discuss. At the same time, stress creates pressure on emotions. Emotions in simple language means our feelings. Emotions are our feelings. So here, what do we mean by stress? When I said pressure, stress is pressure. Stress management is a response. In life, response always has to be viewed with a capital R. It is a very, very, very plus matter, positive matter, very good for our personality, stress management. So to overcome stress, we need a physical, mental, or emotional response to the issues which are causing stress or pressure, also called tension. We say, let us avoid tension, let us have some relaxation in our life, which means stay away from tension. Let us be quite clear, friends. Stress is a part of everyone's life. There is no one in the world who does not face some stress or the other at some stage in the life. Invariably, there is stress. But the important thing is, how are we balancing our response to the challenge called stress? How are we responding to the tension, to the worry, to the various problems brought by pressure, which may be physical, mental, emotional? Because it is definitely part of our life. You cannot avoid stress. In small measure or big measure, it comes. The important thing is how best to balance the stress along with day-to-day work. Now let us understand one thing. All stress is not bad. In life, there needs to be some stress. Stress taken as challenge. We have to take stress as a challenge. So in life, without a challenge, you will find that there is no target. Without a target, what will you aspire for? We want to get something out of our life. So challenges will come. If, however, we start getting worried, we are likely to be stressful, which again will lead to body and mind being affected. So stress should work as a productive power, not as a negative factor. Stress cannot work as a restriction. It should facilitate movement. Movement is life. Without movement, there is no life. In one form or the other, movement will be there in life. Stress has to facilitate movement. As with movement comes progress. Without progress, there is no life. There can be less progress or more progress, but a life without progress means the body and mind are in a stage of coma. The medical term coma, where nothing is functioning, only the eyes will be seeing, but the brain doesn't work. So here, there are two types of factors which has to be seen. What are the positive ways for stress and what are the negative ways of stress? The positive way of stress is called eustress. E-U-S-T-R-E-S-S. E-U-S-T-R-E-S-S, eustress means it is good stress, like getting into college. See, good stress means where you are having expectations of happiness. That is good stress, good challenge. Getting into college, you want to finish education, make your parents proud, and then get a job, and life moves on. Eustress helps movement. Movement has to be there. That is why sometimes people ask, but have you got something in your drawing room which facilitates movement, such as you have sofa set, you have TV. Now TV has movement, but sofa set is just a dormant thing. So some people, they advocate that please keep a small aquarium where fish are moving. That is movement. Water is the movement. So in life there has to be some movement. That is why people keep aquarium for some movement. So here in eustress, getting into college, getting engaged for marriage, winning a race, these all create some positive tension in your mind. So if the heartbeat is faster than 72 per minute, it is good. That is excitement which facilitates movement. Now the second form of stress is the opposite of eustress, called distress. You have heard this word, distress. You say, my whole project is in distress because I have not planned properly. I have to submit in 48 hours and my draft report is still not ready. So this is distress. Distress is negative stress. In our life, we need to ensure a reasonable balance, which means more of positive factors and less of negative factors. More of eustress and less of distress. Now, in this way, what happens is, if you avoid distress, you avoid conflict. Conflict means fighting. Conflict of emotions. Should I do or should I not do? Then in that pressure, you are likely to take a wrong decision. And in an examination, these days, practically all the important competitive examinations are having negative marking. So suppose you score in a paper of 10, 5 right, you get 5 marks. Negative marks will generally be half of positive marks, half mark. So out of the 5, if you do 5 wrong, you cannot get 5 out of 10 because 2.5 marks are gone. So you are left with 2.5. So what type of situation that is? Distress. Whereas, suppose you would not have been greedy. That is why when you go to an examination, a very important competitive exam, the experts say, few hours before the exam, stop all studies. Relax, have your sleep, get up, have a bath, take something to eat, be on your way. After your meditation and all, be on your way. For God's sake, don't start revising at the last moment, because a lot of stress can come. In the examination hall, your mind should be either eustress or relaxed, no, not distress. So you don't answer those questions which you are not sure. Some of us still think that in an examination we have to fill the pages. It is not so. In an arithmetic exam or a maths exam, a person who answers all the 10 questions with formula, he may fill 10 pages. But in the end, he may get even 2 out of 100. Whereas a person who even fills the 2 sides by answering 4 questions, which may even carry 10 marks, he has passed the exam. So our life has to be a balance. More of eustress and less of distress. Now this is part A of my session, which consists of definition and details of eustress and distress. Now let us go to the next part, types of stress. Now stress has to be high enough to motivate, but not low enough to discourage. High enough to motivate and not low enough to discourage. So it has to be a balance. Why? Because what is the purpose of my writing any exam or any test? If I write an exam, I am supposed to perform to the best of my ability and potential. If I reach the top of potential, then my performance will be better. Better potential can be achieved only by being balanced in the examination. So now to be balanced, we have to steer clear of the different types of stress. Means how we have to cross them, jump over them. So let us see what are the steps, what are the obstacles where you have to jump. Number one, physical. When you are stressed and when there is pressure, the body suffers. And what are the symptoms? Headache, tension in the neck, forehead and shoulder muscles. Now, initially this happens. Long period means greater danger to health. Please understand, we have to balance stress. Avoiding stress totally, it is not possible. As long as the human being is breathing, there will be some element of stress. So to balance, you have to avoid long period of stress. How? That we will see in the next chapter. Now, long period of stress, suppose you can't avoid, it leads to first digestive problem. Every 3 days in the house we are searching for ENO, Hajmola. All these things are what? Because in the stomach there is a burning sensation. And if you don't control, it can lead to stomach ulcer, burning sensation, digestive problems, ulcer, insomnia, very dangerous. That means you can't sleep. Before the examination or before a vital presentation, we can't sleep properly. So many people in Hyderabad who were in charge of organizing that beautiful ashram where there is a huge statue which yesterday was inaugurated by our Prime Minister with Chinnajiyar Swami. I am sure some of them were moving about in their bed. That tomorrow PM is coming, governor will come. So now what will happen if something goes wrong? Suppose the lights go off, because sound and light show you can always manage with a generator, but when Prime Minister is sitting, SPG will be there, special protection guards. So suppose the lights go off, what will happen? So he will be turning in his bed. Now if this happens for a few days, that is called insomnia. I can't sleep. Then I will try for a tablet. Some people say, let me take some milk and go to sleep. Insomnia is caused by worry that something negative may happen. Remember, health is wealth. Insomnia or any types of stress is not good for health. Okay, now further, fatigue. F-A-T-I-G-U-E. Fatigue, tiredness. When I come from an office in our big cities, Bangalore, last 10 years, recently Hyderabad, Mumbai for last 50 years, there is a lot of fatigue. What is the meaning? Tiredness. I come and I sit and first I will need some glass of water, then some coffee, then I can listen to children problems. Fatigue, tiredness. Next, high blood pressure. Because I am continuously thinking, heart is beating faster. Nervousness, sweat, heart problems. So all these are the result of long period of stress. You can manage with headache, take Saridon or Anacin. You can manage with some tension, put a balm. But long period of stress means you will face all these problems. Digestive problems, ulcers, nervous problem, fatigue. It affects your health. And friends, nowadays, really health is the biggest wealth. If health is spoiled, no insurance policy can cover 100%. Now, nowadays, after COVID, all types of insurance policies have come. Nowadays, insurance coverage is up to 1 crore. Insurance rule is the younger you are, the less is the monthly premium or annual premium. If you delay insurance, you find that premium grows. That is why every young man or woman, as soon as they get a job, they do two things. First, they go for vehicle insurance, then they apply for HBA, house building advance. And that insurance also includes health insurance, because you get a very low premium. The rule of insurance is the earlier you come, the less the premium. So here, what happens when stress comes emotionally? Physically, I told you, different types of affecting the body. Emotionally, when it happens, when stress affects the mind. Emotions means mind management is emotions management. As I told you, emotions means feelings. You cannot control feelings easily. Anger, hunger, these are all reflected in our feelings coming out. Now, what are the symptoms of emotional stress? Anxiety, anger, depression, serious. Continuous anger and dissatisfaction in the body means I am suffering from this depression. I have to relax. Frustration, yes. Overreaction to problem. The mind becomes hungry. An angry mind is hungry, not for food, but to react. So, overreaction to problems. High BP, hypertension, lead to heart attack, memory loss, etc. If I am very tense all the time, I start forgetting at any age. Because too much stress on the brain, too much pressure on the brain. That is why life balance is important. We can say that in the initial stage of our career, we have to work for 16 hours, otherwise we will not be confirmed in service. I agree. But we have to maintain some balance, at least on Sunday. Sunday, at least you relax. And one of the best ways to relax is in places like the mission, Ramakrishna mission, where there is a harmony between mind and body. There is a harmony. Harmony means unity between mind and body. Earlier, I have come to Visakhapatnam from Delhi when I was hardly 26 years old and already a class 1 officer. At that time, my dad introduced me that on the beach road, Ramakrishna mission is there. You just go and sit there. I used to come to that other place where meditation was simply taking a chair and sitting there. I find there is a unique peace because it is away from the road. Of course, so much traffic was never there. Too much traffic means so much tension. It gives you a peace. No target. On Sunday evening, there is no target. So you must have some relaxation. Music, children, spouse, relatives, movies, TV, all this within reasonable way, without spoiling our work, is good. So then, if our response to stress is anxiety, then health problems can come. We should not worry. So now depression can be long-standing stress. A near and dear person has died. And depending on that person, it's not as if that after 15 days I can be calm. My mind is disturbed. So therefore what happens is, here depression has to be avoided. Continuous stress can lead to depression. Psychological stress, the third variety. If you have stress for a long period of time, psychological pressure will be there, such as social isolation. Every day I'm coming after office hours, I'm shouting inside the house. My neighbor's house is such, in most cities, the flats are having thin walls. In cities like Bombay, there is many cases, there is no wall. There is a small window. Everything can be heard. So every day coming in the evening and shouting means their children's study is affected, neighbors are affected, on the road it is heard loudly. So what happens is people start avoiding you. That is called social isolation. They will not call you tomorrow for functions. They quarrelsome fellow, always fighting. Second, phobia. Phobia is a feeling that something is going to happen. Phobia. There are so many superstitions, feelings. When I have come, because it is beach road, there is very little possibility of crossing a black cat. But on a subsidiary road, in the early morning walk, a black cat may cross. Many of us, some of us, when the black cat is crossing in my walk, I will stop, take 2 steps back, then I will start. By that time, the cat has gone. Such feelings are the phobia. Light should be there, otherwise in the darkness something will happen. The devil will come. These are feelings, phobias. So that may come. Compulsive behavior. Compulsion is bad. Compulsion is pressure. Caring attitude is important, not compulsion. Eating disorder. You will start eating more. A person who is facing stress, after 3 months without control, he becomes obese. OBESC, fat. That will again lead to high blood pressure, blood sugar increasing. Stress can lead to diabetes coming over a period of time. Night terror. You suddenly get up in the night and start thinking what will happen. All these will come when there is psychological stress. Now, what are the consequences of stress? First, on your cardiovascular system. Increased risk of stroke or heart attack. The consequence of this is the increased risk of heart attack or heart problems or blood sugar, too much worry. So, the first consequence is health on your cardiovascular system. Cardio, heart, vascular concerning the veins. Second is on your immune system. Important language these days is how to strengthen your immunity at time of COVID. Have more ginger, people say. Have more ginger. Have more onion. How you can increase your immunity? Immunity simply means resistance. Immunity means resistance. How to increase your resistance? So here on the immune system, if you are stressed, the healing time for any disease or wound is more. Because if you are too much stressed, you may develop blood sugar. If you have diabetes, even if you have a small cut, it takes long to heal. It is not easy. So here, on immune system, that means on our system of fighting disease, it affects by stress. So cardiovascular system, immune system, more serious on the brain. How? Stress hormones can affect the memory. I told you memory loss. If I'm having stress, the pen is on the table, but I'm searching everywhere. Where is the pen? That's the problem. I want to start for office and I cannot find my scooter keys, but they are very much in my pocket because I put it 15 minutes back and forgot. Searching and then shouting. What happened? So here, all this leads to anxiety, insomnia, depression. So anxiety stage, we have to curb it. Otherwise, it goes to insomnia, sleeping problem, or depression. Now, what happens when you have stress? You need to overcome it. Because job-related stress can cause job-related dissatisfaction. You are not happy with your salary. You are not happy with your increment. You are not happy with your colleague. Dissatisfaction on the job means you will make more mistakes. So you may be punished. Now, the less control people have on their speed of work, the more stress is there. Because in an organization, you cannot be alone. Even in a pawn shop, it is called teamwork. Together, each achieves more. In teamwork, 1 + 1 is definitely more than 5. Definitely more than 2 in a team. So, the more the teamwork, the less the stress and dissatisfaction. So, if you do this, you can improve your productivity. You can reduce your absence. You can reduce turnover in an organization. You can reduce turnover in an organization. Now, there are two meanings of turnover. One meaning is the value of the goods and services. 10 crore, 50 crore turnover. That is associated with sales. The other turnover means how many people are leaving your organization. Turnover. That turnover should not be there. So productivity should improve. Absence should come down. Turnover should be steady. Stress must not affect your eating habits. Many times in big cities, we find that we are working, lunch break has started, my colleagues are telling, let us go to the canteen with your dabba. You are telling, I will come. You never come, you are doing the work, lunch break is over, you immediately tell in the canteen, send me some chai and biscuits. That day lunch is over, in the night you will eat. For how many days you will eat chai and biscuits in the lunch? Eating disorder. Increased smoking or use of alcohol. Sleep disorder. Restlessness. All these are behavioral aspects. We have 10 minutes more. We started at 4:30, if I'm not wrong, and we will go through till 4:32 like that, 5:20. So now let us go for stress management aids, AIDS. 1. Stress management provides a direction, a motivation, and an excitement. A direction, a motivation, and an excitement for what? To move towards achieving your goals. If you don't have some stimulus means positive push towards your goals. So, when you manage the stress, the aim is to find a suitable level of stress that can be handled effectively. Because you cannot avoid stress. Balance. The level of stress should be such that it motivates the person, does not trouble him. So the last part of our session is, how do you manage stress better? Again, I am telling you, friends, I never said, how do you manage stress totally? Impossible. For the biggest sadhu in the world also, managing stress totally is not possible. How do you manage stress better? Number 1, figure out from where the stress is coming. That is stressors. Is it your work? Is it your travel on the road? Is it your family problem? Find out. Consider what you can control. In life, some things we can't control. And work on that. Control the controllables. What you cannot control, forget. Third, to the extent possible, do what you love. Meeting people. If you love your work, people say you don't have the feeling of working at all because I love my work. Okay? Pick out the negotiables from your plate. That is, all the time if you are thinking in the evening I will challenge him, tomorrow I will beat that fellow, third day, this chap, I have to overcome him. These are all negotiables. Remove them. Avoid the extra factors which lead to stress. What time are you starting from the house? Please start early so that you reach in time. Sit for 10 minutes, wipe your sweat, start. So many people, they reach in time, they stand up and meditate. Then they sit down. That's all. Then manage your time well. Preserve good boundaries. You have to concentrate that. You have to tell your mind, these are my boundaries. I am a normal human being. Nobody is superhuman. I will do this well. Manage your time well. The best way for stress management is time management. You have to manage your time well, because time is the biggest finite resource in the world. Money can come again. Time is finite. Infinite means unending. The ocean, water comes to shore, again water will. Time is finite. Time once gone, gone forever. So manage the finite resources well. You cannot be perfect. So let us embrace mistakes. Nobody has succeeded without making mistakes. We are surviving due to regular current, regular electricity. To invent the electric bulb, Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times. Then only he succeeded. So what happens when you manage stress is, you learn to do some things. First, learn to say no. In office, this is my work, I will do that. Never accept work of subordinate or senior, but this will help me get promotion. You must follow your health. What is more important, health management or promotion management? See, my friends, tomorrow there is always a second chance. Does not mean that I will overlook all the barriers and roadblocks and speed signals and tell the traffic constable who wants to give challan, tomorrow I will do better, give me chance. There is no second chance. So please understand, learn to say no. To what? Pressure situation. Don't accept too much. It is like filling your plate. There is a good competition you have won, and one of the prizes is a buffet at your 5-star hotel. Buffet means all the food is on the table. So you eat, but are you supposed to overeat? Learn to say no. Second, have realistic expectation. I am capable of so much. Every person knows how much he is capable of in his mind. You cannot cheat your mind. You can cheat anybody, but you cannot cheat your mind. How much you are capable of, do it. Next, try to lead a healthy life, avoiding vices, V-I-C-E-S, smoking, drinking, tambaku. These are not good for health. They create stress only. So then you continue those habits to de-stress, not possible, because you will start getting problems. So what happens ultimately is you avoid the extras in your life. Extras do not always benefit. Extras can create stress. Extra is too much salt. You go to these roadside dhabas, the main problem is too much sugar and too much salt and too much masala. Omelette means the color of the egg is not seen because he has covered it with masala and spices. That is poison. Too much sugar, too much salt, too much sauce. So avoid these. In other words, avoid the excess. Try and follow not only body management through exercise, but mind management through some yoga, meditation. You see, Om, when it comes, the spelling in English is A-U-M. It is not just Om, it is Om. Comes from the stomach. You sit with sages, that is priests and all, who have practiced mind control. They say Om from the heart. from the gullet, from the stomach. So relaxation, breathing exercises, breathe in, breathe out. Because when stress happens, the heart beats faster. Avoid. So now let us summarize. Stress cannot be avoided fully. Stress is controllable with better body management, mind management. In life, more of eustress, less of distress. Learn to say no. Try to get work-life balance. Avoid vices, VICES. Avoid greed, overexcitement, tension. That is why races, going to races, not only depletes your purse, but also increases your palpitation. You can go to a cricket match if you can. Avoid overexcitement like races, like trading in cryptocurrency. Now the government has not legalized cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, etc. But it has told you do cryptocurrency means you have to pay 30% tax. Cryptocurrency, you never know what will happen. On the other hand, trading is legal in shares, etc. There are coaching institutes which will coach you how to do. In any case, share bazaar is also having so much uncertainty. You cannot say immediately I will become lakpati. You can become pauper also. Moderation, not excess. If you do all this, if you can balance your life, you can balance stress. I hope you had a good session on stress management. With the aid of some of these tips, suggestions which I gave, I wish you the best of luck in stress control, because stress avoidance totally is not possible. Thank you. Now, any questions from the physical audience? Anybody wants to ask anything? We will allow a few minutes, Swamiji, just 5, if at all. You want to ask something in Telugu or English? Yeah. Preferably English, because online audience is there. Yes.
How to handle the stress that generates from procrastination?
From procrastination. Now, first of all, the learned friend is asking how to handle stress from procrastination. That is called a delay. Procrastination is delay. Yes. You can postponement. I will do tomorrow, day after, you forget. Yes. Day-to-day planning, keep a diary, work diary. As a student, have your diary. At the end of the day, revise your sessions. After coming from office, before sleeping, just see that what you have left for tomorrow. Plan your day bit by bit. That is how. Any other question? That can be the last. Anything? It's okay? 5 minutes left. So you want to ask something? It can be balanced. But another important thing is, we have forgotten the art of smiling. Whole day, we are never relaxed. You find that always we are having some frown on our face. Let us learn to smile. Not when somebody fell down from the scooter. Smile at a good moment. In the early morning, smile when on the beach road, there is a ban on vehicles between 6 to 7 or before 7. Smile when the road is empty. Smile when the children are moving on the road, learning to skate. Smile when you see the flowers. And in Visakhapatnam, now they have opened that wonderful park. That Buddha Park is now open. Wonderful place. Smile at achievements of your children. See, people say that when you clap, that is energy, positive energy. Okay? Thank you very much.
Our Sri Maestro, sir. Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Yes, sir. Now, with concluding prayers, we conclude today's session. Any doubt, etc., you can ask in group. Sir, we request sir to answer in your spare time. Please repeat. सर्वज्ञेश्वरो हरिः तस्मिन् तुष्टे जगत्तुष्टम् प्रीणितो प्रीणितं जगत् कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्य सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महीषाम् गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वस्तरतु दीर्घाणि सर्वो भद्राणि पश्यतु सर्वसद्बुद्धिमाप्नोतु सर्वत्र नन्दतु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीरामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु Thank you, sir. Thank you. We are very grateful to our master, sir. Thank you, sir.